The Manuscript of Survival, Part 434. February 24, 2015. By now, so much will have been irrevocably changed within you all, and as usual, the outside phenomena accompanying this internal turnaround may be hard to perceive. But again, what you see through those apertures in your head you call eyes, accounts for only a small percentage of what is actually there to be perceived. So once again we will remind you that what you see is not all that you get. For there is a way to see beyond this small superficial presentation of reality, and that is by way of your heart, to use a phrasing you are more than familiar with by now. But as you already know, we are not referring to that actual organ, those cells whose main function is to literally run this show that is your physical vehicle. No, what we refer to are all those parts of you that do not actually belong inside said physical vehicle, but who have chosen to begin to interact with it in such a way, you too will begin to see beyond the physical limits. And what is it that we are trying to convey in this very roundabout way? Merely to remind you all that now you will be given the task to literally go beyond the limits of your own body as often as possible and in as many instances as you can devise. For you see, these limitations imposed upon you by your mind are still very much confined to these fleshy boundaries, but unless you manage to transcend that, you will still be governed by this small acreage of space allotted to you by way of this vehicle. And what do we mean by that? First of all, this is not in any way an encouragement to start thinking that the very idea of transcendence implies a total disconnection from the more tangible parts of you. For there are still those still set on thinking that this is the case. For to them, there is nothing they would like more than to leave this mortal coil behind once and for all, and simply drift away up into the ethers. Well, let us simply say that this is in actual fact a gross misrepresentation of why you are here in the first place. For you are not here to complete this prolonged process simply to allow yourself to shed this physical vehicle once and for all, and return to that place you once came from before you started to manifest within such a corporeal existence as you have chosen to become a part of here on earth. No, you are in actual fact here to be here in that physical vehicle, but to transcend beyond the limits of that vehicle while still residing within it. In other words, your role is to become the new human, the physical vehicle that may resemble the old one in many ways if you look at it from a superficial perspective, but who will turn out to be something so vastly different if you look at it from an energetic perspective. For you are here to become multidimensional beings yet again, but to do so while in that physical vehicle. For only by being within that physical vehicle can you manage to manifest all of the changes that need to come into being in order to change the outward appearance of this entire planet. In other words, you will change this entire planet only by changing you, but you cannot change this planet if you do not understand the need to be present here in a very physical way. And yes, we do mean that in every sense of the word, as awakening literally means being fully present, within your body, within your mind, and within your energy, at all times and in every way. And so, your upliftment is a profound one, for it will take place while you still walk around inside of your physical body, but a vital part of this process is to become emotionally detached from it. Not as in becoming neglectful, callous, or uncaring about it, for your body is indeed the one reason that makes all of this possible in the first place. No, what we are trying to convey is that you must learn to think beyond the confines of your body, and to realize that your identity is not in any way connected to this physical vehicle at all. And why is this important? Because everything you have ever experienced on this planet has been experienced from within such a body, and so, your entire identity will hinge upon what you see when you look in the mirror. For to your mind, that is you and no one else, but now, you must all train yourselves to see beyond that face, those limbs and that corpus and further out, by going all the way in. Again, what you seek will be within, but once you reach far enough in, you will see just how far a reach you really have. For you are a truly limitless being, one that has no home except for that we call your heart. For your heart is that single pinprick of light that is set to your vibration, the one and only thing in existence that carries just that one signature tune, and that is where your heart is. for your heart is a photon of light, one singularity that was split off from that vast, shimmering ocean of singularities, given the task to cast about to see what would happen once your frequency started to interact with that of all of the other singularities you came across on your endless journey. And now, your journey has taken you here, to planet Earth, to be within a human body and to interact with countless other beings encased within a human body or within an animal, a plant, or all of the other endless variations of life you find here. And for you, the task this time around is simply this: to finally allow that innermost part of you, that singularity of light that has no equal, no other place in all of creation, to come out from hiding, so that you and everyone else around you can see you in all of your glory. For then and only then, will others be able to finally release all of their own inner fire as well. And it is only by allowing that fire to burn brightly while still within this miracle of a human body you inhabit, that all of these seeds of life encased within all of the other physical carriers on this planet can come fully to life once again. So allow yourself to let go of the idea of you as simply a body, but also renege all of those old ideas of the necessity to escape from that physical vehicle once and for all by simply casting it away like a discarded piece of clothing. For if that is your choice, you will step away from the path you have already chosen by coming there, and as such your job will not be terminated. Rather, you will begin anew in a new version of you as a human. So stay true to you, and stay true to your calling to let the light begin to shine out from every single part of your human being by allowing that one single part of you that is you to come alive again by saying yes to who you really are, and by embracing the very fullness of your being. For when you do that, you will feel endless, limitless, and borderless, but you will never ever feel homeless ever again. For then you will know that home is where the heart is, and the heart is where the light simply is. And now, it is time for that light to be here. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com